Imagine this. The economy crashes. News channels are screaming, stocks are falling, people around you are panicking. Your friend just lost money in the market. Someone else is worried about their job. Social media is full of fear. But in the middle of all this chaos, there are a few people who stay calm, not because they are lucky, but because they own something different, something that doesn't just survive recessions, it actually protects them. So the real question is, why do some people get destroyed in a recession while others come out stronger? The answer is not timing the market. It's owning the right assets. And today, we'll break down 4 assets that survive every recession in the simplest way possible. Most people think wealth is about earning more money, so they chase higher salaries, better jobs, or quick profits in the stock market. And when things are going well, it feels like they're winning. But here's the problem. They build their financial life on fragile things, things that depend on a stable economy, continuous growth, other people's confidence. And when a recession hits, all of that disappears. Jobs become uncertain, markets become unpredictable, and suddenly everything they thought was safe feels risky. This is where most people make a critical mistake. They think, I just need to wait for things to get normal again. But smart investors think differently. They ask, what holds value even when everything else falls apart? That's where these 4 assets come in. Core explanation. Let's start with the most important one. Cash flow. This simply means money coming into your pocket regularly. For example, rental income, dividend-paying stocks, a small business, freelance or skill-based income. Now think about this. If the stock market crashes by 30%, but your rental property still gives you rent every month, are you really losing? Not really, because your income is still alive. Here's the psychological mistake people make. They focus on price instead of income. They panic when asset prices fall, but forget to ask, is this still generating money for me? During a recession, prices can go up and down wildly, but cash flow keeps you stable. It's like having oxygen when everyone else is suffocating. Now imagine 2 types of businesses. One sells luxury watches, the other sells groceries. When a recession hits, which one do you think survives? Obviously, the grocery business, because people can stop buying luxury, but they can't stop eating. This is the second asset, ownership in essential businesses. These include industries like food and groceries, healthcare, utilities, basic consumer goods. These businesses don't depend on good times. They survive because they provide necessities. Here's the deeper insight. During uncertainty, human behavior becomes very predictable. People cut wants, lifestyle upgrades, entertainment, but they protect survival, health, daily needs. So if your money is tied to what people need, not what they want, your risk drops significantly. Now, let's move to something most people ignore. Your skills. Think about it. If you lose your job during a recession, what really matters? Your degree or your ability to earn money? The truth is, skills are recession-proof when they solve real problems. For example, sales skills, content creation, digital marketing, coding, problem-solving ability. These skills allow you to adapt. You can freelance, start something small, switch industries, work remotely. Here's the psychological shift. Most people rely on one source of income, and that creates fear. But people with strong skills rely on their ability, not a company, and that creates confidence. In a recession, opportunities don't disappear. They just shift, and skilled people are the first to catch them. This one is not a physical asset. It's a mindset, but it changes everything. Let me explain. There are 2 types of people: consumers, owners. Consumers spend money. Owners use money to create more money. During good times, both seem fine. But during a recession, consumers struggle. Owners adapt. For example, a consumer sees a market crash and stops investing out of fear. An owner sees a market crash and thinks, everything is on discount. This is the 4th asset, the ability to think like an owner. Because every recession creates opportunities. Businesses become cheaper. Stocks go on sale. Competition reduces. but only people with the right mindset can take advantage. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Recessions don't destroy wealth. They transfer wealth from emotional people to rational people.